Hi, I'm Vic, I'm deaf, and I'm talking about ISL, Irish Sign Language. Yesterday, I showed you a sentence. This is my first week learning ISL, or this is my second year learning ISL. And it's a useful sentence for learners. It's understandable, communicates the point. But is it how a native Irish Sign Language speaker would construct the sentence? Maybe not. The thing about Irish Sign Language is it doesn't always follow the grammar that you would know, or the sentence structure that you would know from English. There are a lot of differences. It is its own language. And when it comes to something like that, sentence communicating how long you've been learning something, a native ISL speaker might do it differently. They might go, learning ISL in a way that shows it's like the topic of the sentence, and then say, I learn and the number of years. So that would look like, learn ISL, I learn 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And they might go, learn ISL, I start 5 years ago. I start 2 years ago. They might go, ISL, I start learning 5 years ago, or I've been learning 5 years. So at the beginning, they introduce the topic, ISL, or learning ISL, and then they state something about it. And often when the topic is being introduced, the brows would be raised and the person would lean forward. Now, of course, a native speaker of ISL isn't going to say, I've been learning, if they're a native speaker, they speak it all their lives. So it would be more like, my friend has been learning. But this idea of introducing a topic is quite common. What's important is, as you're learning, be open to different ways of saying things, and don't assume that the English structure or the English grammar is going to be exactly the one that you use. And this is no different to speaking any language. I mean, if we look at English, I could say, so now talking about myself, this is my 6th year learning ISL. I have been learning ISL for 6 years. I started learning ISL in 2019. So there are different ways that we could say this sentence. And in the same way, a native ISL speaker might have different ways that they express the sentiment that they're trying to put across. Anyway, so yesterday's sentence, this my 2nd year learning ISL, could be expressed, learning ISL, this my 2nd year, or there's different ways of doing that. So just try to keep an open mind that there can be different structures and different ways of saying things. But the sentence I gave you is a decent sentence for a learner, particularly because it's fairly easy to kind of adapt to other things. This, my 3rd week in Dublin. This, my 2nd year in college, and so on. I hope that helps. Bye.